Are you a lawyer dreaming of new opportunities and a fresh start in Canada? You're in the right place. Hello everyone, my name is Barney from Visa Library. Today we'll break down the essential steps you need to take from understanding your qualifications to navigating the immigration process. Please stay with us until the end of this video to get a super helpful cheat sheet summarizing every single thing we're mentioning in this video, plus a free immigration consultations. So if you're ready for a new adventure in Canada, here you need to hit the subscribe icon and let's get started. The very first question is how to immigrate to Canada as a lawyer. The immigration process can be different for everyone depending on your nationality and degree. But don't worry, I'm here with you to walk you through the general steps you must follow, and it's really simpler than what you really think. Step 1. Check if you're eligible and meet all the requirements to immigrate to Canada as a lawyer. And this is the first step to check if you're eligible and meet all the essential requirements. These requirements include ensuring that your law degree is recognized in Canada, gaining relevant work experience, and becoming skilled in either English or French, which is spoken in the country. The required level of language proficiency typically involves achieving a specific score in approved language tests such as IELTS, CELPIP, or TEF. And the exact score you need may vary depending on the immigration pathway you choose. Moreover, you may need to undergo eligibility assessments to confirm that your qualification aligns with the Canadian standards. It's crucial to research and understand the specific demands of the Canadian province where you intend to reside, as each province may have its unique conditions. Once you meet these eligibility conditions and requirements, you can process with the immigration process and work to get towards your goal of practicing law in Canada. Step 2, get your NCA certificate. To make things official, if you earn your law degree from another country, you must get a certificate from the NCA, which stands for National Committee on Accreditation. Just send over your degree and some documents, pass an exam, and you'll be ready with your certificates. Step 3, pick an immigration program to enter Canada. There are some types of visas that you need to know. Express Entry, the first one. This is a system used by the Canadian government to manage applications for permanent residence from skilled workers. It includes 3 main categories. Let's just mention them. The very first one is Federal Skilled Worker Program, and the next one is Federal Skilled Trades Program, and the last but not least is Canadian Experience Class. And you can read about each of them in the cheat sheet that I promised at the beginning of the video. Provincial Nominee Program is the next one, which is also known as PNPs. These programs allow Canadian provinces and territories to nominate individuals who wish to immigrate to Canada and who are interested in settling in, let's say, a particular province. Next one is Open Work Permit. This allows you to work for any employer in Canada and is not job specific. To be eligible, you often need to meet certificate conditions or categories. Okay, now let's talk about Express Entry scores, which is really important. Your scores matter here. The higher, the better, and that's clear. Eligible applicants are chosen based on their scores. More scores mean a better chance of applying for permanent residency, which is known as PR. To give you an idea, the minimum Express Entry score for lawyers typically varies, but targeting a competitive range like 450 to 470 or higher is a good idea. Okay, let's see what to do next. The fourth step is to become a member of a law society in Canada. To become a lawyer in Canada, you must be a Canadian Law Society member. That's important, keep in mind. Each province has its law society, so you'll need to register with the one in the province where you want to practice. This is the final step on your journey to becoming a lawyer in Canada. And make sure to check the requirements and the process for your chosen province. Once you're registered, you can start working as a lawyer. By the way, it's good to know that in some provinces like Alberta, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, and Saskatchewan, you might need to pass an exam like the Practice Readiness Education Program, which is known as PREP, before joining the law society. Keep it in mind. Okay, now let's tackle a very crucial question. Are lawyers in demand in Canada? Yes, Canada needs lawyers. As the country grows, businesses seek skilled professionals, including lawyers, international students, and some tourists can also find work and study opportunities. And if you have a work permit in Canada, you can even pursue full-time studies. Canada values its laws, so there is a consistent demand for good lawyers, making it a very great place for legal professionals to thrive in this country. Related jobs for lawyers in Canada. There are plenty of job opportunities for lawyers depending on a few things like your education, work experience, skills, and where you want to work. Canada has a diverse job market, so you have many opportunities, but it's a competitive market, so boost your qualifications, experience, and language skills. These are very important factors to boost. Keep in mind. Here are some job titles for lawyers in Canada. Lawyers' salaries in Canada. How much you make depends on your education, work experience, where you want to work, your job, and a lot of different factors. So on average, lawyers make around $100,000, actually Canadian dollars, per year. But it can be less or more. For example, some lawyers can earn as little as 37,000 Canadian dollars, while others can make up to 300,000 Canadian dollars per year. So that differs really. So where you work in Canada really matters. For example, in Alberta, lawyers might earn at least 46,000 Canadian dollars. Some can make as much as 424,000 Canadian dollars. So lawyers' salary can vary. But all in all, we can say that there is a potential for a good income for you as a lawyer in Canada. How to find a job in Canada as a lawyer? When you're moving to Canada as a lawyer, finding a job is a key step. You can do it in a few ways. First, check these job websites here, and then make sure to create a strong CV and cover letter. Applying for jobs you like, and if your qualifications match, employers will contact you to discuss the job. Another way is to get help from employment agencies. They're like matchmakers for jobs. So they can tell you about job opportunities, job openings, and I list the name of some of the most famous ones right in here. Okay, how to study and become a lawyer in Canada. Let's just talk about educational things, educational matters. To become a lawyer in Canada as an international student, follow these very simple steps. They're simple. I'm gonna just simplify them more to you right now. Undergraduate degree. First, you need to complete a bachelor's degree in any subject. This is required before you can go to law school. Step 2, student visa. Get a Canadian study permit, and after law school accepts you as a student, you can just get this certificate. This visa lets you study and sometimes work part-time in Canada. LSAT exam. Take the LSAT exam, and it's a test that is needed for getting into most law schools. And then the next is law school. Join a law school in Canada. Choose a program like Juris Doctor, which is also known as JD, or Bachelor of Law, which is LLB. NCA assessment. If your law degree is from outside Canada, the National Committee on Accreditation, NCA, will check to see if you need more courses or exam to meet Canadian standards. Practical training. After law school, do practical training. They call it articling or a law practice program, LPP. Next is to pass a bar exam. You need to pass the bar exam in the province where you want to work, and that's crucial. Next step, get licensed. Complete all the steps required by the Law Society in the province, like background checks. Okay, let's go for the next step, start working. Once you're licensed, you can start working as a lawyer in Canada or Canadian society. So there you have it, your guidance to working, studying, and immigrating to Canada as a lawyer. Best of luck with your exciting legal adventure in the Great White North. And if you found this video helpful and informative, don't forget to give it a thumb up. And your support means a lot to us. By the way, if you have more questions or need personalized guidance, you can tap on the link in the video description below for a free consultation. We're here to help you, to pass this process. Plus, you can download a handy cheat sheet, as I promised before, summarizing this video's key points. Just click the link to get your copy. And happy exploring! Barney Visa Library. Bye-bye.